Production. Production. Blank Beats Production. Blank Beats Production.
Calling out all my nerds, freaks, and geeks. It's mob time.
Don't tune in cause the showtime. Go ahead and call the gang up for the one time. Rap food rhymes, got them on the line. And my life's still great, I'm doing just fine. Hands up.
What it do? What it do? What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Blerd Mob, your hub for all things black and nerdy. I'm your host for today, Foop. I am joined by Ralph, Ron, Antoine, and we have a special guest joining us today. We got our boy Ace from Gurren Otaku Council, just to show some love. Make sure you guys follow Gurren Otaku Council on Facebook, IG, X, and TikTok. Just for our sake, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like the video. If you're watching this on Twitch, make sure to give us a follow. And if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you like this video and share it. Also, if you're watching this, and you are on Twitter, X, whatever you would like to call it, let us know how you're feeling about this episode. Use our hashtag join the mob nerds. And give us a little donation, support the mob. Use our Ko-fi link to send us a quick donation. This goes to everything that makes this podcast a production. You can also find our affiliate links on our link tree for Right Stuff Anime until October 10th, and then we got to figure something out. And then we gotta figure something out.
Affiliate link coming soon.
Right. But we have an affiliate link with Right Stuff Anime and Entertainment Earth. So if you're looking for some manga, some Funko Pops, some statues, some DVDs, whatever your heart desires, make sure you check those out and support the mob. So like I said, we got Ace in the building as well as everybody else. So what's been going on?
Oh shit, what's good? What's good?
Damn.
Do you want me to go first?
Like you the guest here, Ace. Like tell us something.
Them much was good. How y'all doing, man?
We straight.
Good,
Another
good.
day
What's
in the
going on?
life. We got the Dark Sage in the building. What up, Mob and Ace? What's up, Sage?
What's good?
What it
If ain't
do?
nobody gonna show up to the live, Sage gonna show up to the live.
Right.
But not to break up the meta, Sage showed up to the recording for this alongside Ace. So
We're not gonna
look,
talk.
he here in spirit for real.
we had to make something shake. This episode was supposed to come out a while back. We ran into some technical difficulties, so I do want to give my big ups to Ace for agreeing for joining us on this live stream, and also a big ups to the Dark Sage who attended the first recording, and for joining the live stream tonight. We got Deanna Harper said, "Hey y'all, hey girl, hey."
Oh my god, hi.
But of course, as you guys have seen on our Instagram page, and if you've seen our rest of our social medias, as well as the title of this live stream, we are doing a mob review on Netflix's One Piece live action series. If this is your first time listening to a mob review, I just want to let everybody know that this is going to be a spoiler-filled mob review. So if you have not seen the One Piece live action, if you watched a couple episodes and haven't finished the whole thing, I advise you chill out, sit this one out, go finish the series, and then come back. Yeah, like the video before
Like
you
the
video. Share with your friends who did watch it, even if
bookmark and subscribe so you don't forget the page.
Yeah, subscribe so you don't forget. Like the video, and
leave a
sit this
couple
one
of
out.
YouTube like that engagement.
Right.
Just put "I'll be back" in the comments.
Sage said I haven't
There we
seen it,
go.
so I got a deal. What you was doing last week? There, somebody's lying.
He was here for the vibes. That's what it was.
He said I'm here for the vibes. No thoughts, just vibes.
I got to show y'all something y'all might like though.
What you got?
What you got for us?
Little mail call. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, look at him.
Okay.
We got the box set. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm pretty happy with this one.
That look fresh. That came in the mail today.
Yeah,
Just got
Real
it.
friends.
order.
Every time Ryan said I got something to show y'all, it's nothing but Funko Pops and manga boxes.
Well, you show us
Yes.
something different.
I got my Zula Funko Pop, but it's in my room.
You supposed to put that on display. That's your girl.
I have a special lady section for my
Not a lady section.
Yeah, I have like it's all of my favorite female
How high
characters,
do you
all of my
go?
favorite franchises. I mean, she already on the shelf, so she gotta stay.
Okay.
She got a point.
She already on the
Yeah.
shelf.
She got a point.
But this a different shelf. This a different set of
Okay.
ladies.
Okay.
The Dark Sage asks Ron when we gonna go.
I spent too much money already.
That sounds like a
He
never.
lied. He got it.
We
I
gonna
spent
never
too much money.
ever, never ever, never ever, never ever.
Now I got a comic book shop, Sage. They be having all some Funko Grails up in there. I'll go there, but I ain't getting no figures. You ain't finna make me.
What y'all don't know is Ryan Rich. He don't ever be at work.
You richer than
I just want to say this.
You got more money than me.
I just want to say this.
Yo, got more money than me.
This has been a running joke for years that Ron does not work. And for Ace to step in on this live stream, we ain't never seen Ace on no live stream. And to say the same thing we've been saying for years.
Literally, 3 of y'all got stay in full-fledged houses. I'm still an apartment renter. Y'all up there. I'm trying to catch up.
Maybe you could
y'all rich
if you stop buying manga box sets.
You right. I'm trying to be wealthy like y'all. I'm trying to get like y'all. Look, Ralph got the fresh retwist. You know how much a retwist in dreads cost? Come on now,
sir. I got this done.
I want to hear. I want to hear
in my living room.
I'm playing a narrative. Be quiet, Ralph. I know how you got.
No, I'm not going.
You playing the narrative with the people who can negate your narratives in the room.
He can't.
Y'all got more, all y'all got more money than me.
Like it's the truth in the room with us.
Man, you be sending gifts at work and memes and stuff. You and Antoine be making group chats. I be hustling, grinding.
Do you?
Oh, okay.
Because you respond to everyone. You respond to everyone.
Now, according to you, I text back too late. So which is it?
It's because you be pretending. We already established that.
You gotta hit Ryan up on Discord. He'll check his work teams.
Yeah.
You gotta hit him up on Xbox.
And he gonna respond every time.
You don't even be on the Xbox. Why you in here?
It don't matter.
What you do for work? What you do for work? What you do? You just don't text back because you don't text back.
Yo.
I see you on Sony more than I see Ralph.
It's okay.
Why are you looking?
Because I check on my friends.
What?
I like to check on my friends to make sure they're living okay.
Speaking to the mic clearly for me. I don't think we heard what you said.
I like to check on my friends online.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I feel you.
I'm a hustler. I sell water to a whale. I sell fire in hell.
Here you go again. Didn't you say that already?
Can we kick him out?
Say it again.
Okay. Well, we gonna move on. So I'm finna put Ryan to work for real. So this mob review, the hot takes that we have for today is going to be taken over by Ryan. He has both the anime and live stream perspective, so I figured he would be the best one to guide us through these hot takes for the One Piece live action. So take it away, Ryan. Let's get into it.
Oh my God. You know, I'm the host of the Blerd Mob for the day. You know what I'm saying? What's good, y'all? You know what I'm saying? What's good? I'm Ryan. Ryan with the plan, anime man. You know what I'm saying? Keep hitting me up. Keep following the mob. We here. First question. We got a little icebreaker.
Now he started the whole episode over.
Can I just say you sounded like Gangstalicious?
Now talk regular.
Talk regular, please.
That wasn't funny.
Ron said we didn't have all this commotion last time.
Oh God, straight up. But just for the folks watching, I want to start off with a little small question. I want to ask everybody, what are your prior experiences with the One Piece franchise, anime or manga? If you have no experience, what made you watch the live action? Let's start with you, Food.
What made me watch the live action?
Yeah.
Because y'all, it's because the technical difficulties from the first episode. I had no intentions in watching this live action. But my recent experience with One Piece has all been social media, seeing little clips, memes, hearing you, Antoine, and Ace discuss it in the Discord every now and then. So I know some of the characters by name just because of like social media and some, clips and stuff like that. But watching the live action, y'all know why I'm here.
And Ralph, your reason's different, right?
No. I have never touched.
All right, like bubble it
I
up.
told y'all this is nothing new. This is nothing new. I've
We're
never
here
watched
for
One
y'all.
Piece. The only thing is me and Foop are pretty much the same. We have the same answer. So I'm not even gonna go through all of the theatrics. However, for this show, I'm sad. I'm here.
We're gonna get
The
into
show itself is good. It's it's out of all of the other contenders in the same boat as them. I mean, they're automatically top, probably 5 or 3 right now. So
Okay. And what about y'all? My brothers below, Ace and Antoine.
They're gonna call them AA batteries for the rest of the night.
All right, it's enough out of you.
We should make
I
that
heard
the
that
thumbnail.
one in so long.
We should get a battery Foop and the rest of us.
Oh, wait a
Bringing out all of them tonight.
What do I
But no,
think of
I-
this shit?
no, long time, One Piece fan, / One Piece watcher. It is my favorite show, so I've been keeping up with it ever since I was in middle school. So yeah, I'm just good. Just keep it short and sweet.
I started One Piece about a year or two ago, and I had no plans to watch the live action actually until one of our other friends hit us up, Vario, and he was like, he asked me if I'm gonna watch it, and I was like, no, I'm not. I don't do live actions, but I tried it, and I was like, okay, this what's up. This it.
We was all talking smack in the Discord. I said I wasn't going to watch the live action either.
Yeah,
we was
I
all
had
in the
no
Discord.
plans.
It took
I didn't even know it
Slowly
had
but
came out
surely
on the
they
day
got
that it
me.
came out.
I wanted to hate
bro.
it so bad.
Yeah.
Look, bro, I was fiending to find something I didn't like about that show. When you said it was good, I was like, oh, it can't be good. Not a live action.
Not live action.
You guys got a comment though from Deanna Harper. She said, "When I was a kid, my older sister got into the manga and we got into the show before we fell off. The live action production wasn't pissing off the diehard fans, so I figured it was worth the watch."
Look at there we go.
Yeah, it wasn't pissing us off. So hey,
And then,
it was good.
and then spinning back to Ralph's comment, the Dark Sage X. What are your other contenders?
You did say top 5.
The
top
other
3,
contenders, my top 3 live actions right now: Alice in Borderland, that's up there. One Piece, for sure, that's up there. I would have to put Alita. Alita was pretty good. Alita was a
Is that the battle? Is that the Battle Angel?
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah. A lot of people don't know about
that's
that.
like my
Alice in
top.
Borderland.
Yeah, don't nobody really know about Alice in Borderland until I start telling folks to watch Alice in Borderland.
Yeah,
I
that
be
was
forgetting
good.
about it too. I ain't gonna lie.
And they just announced season 3, so
Okay.
He
Except
came
I'm-
with Steve.
yeah. But that's my top 3.
Okay.
JoJo's. I didn't watch JoJo's.
JoJo
Sage gonna
got a
fuck
live
you over
action.
that JoJo.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Except I didn't watch it.
about that.
Oh, okay.
I ain't really got for an anime. So.
Zom got one too. Except that was hot garbage. I ain't gonna lie.
I couldn't even finish it. You talking about the
Zom
Zom
was
100
hot
live action?
garbage.
I couldn't even
Yes.
finish it.
That
Like, I
was
got like
hot
halfway
garbage.
through it, and I was just like, "Yeah, I gotta put it down."
The Death Note
Yeah.
live action was fire with Lakeith Stanfield.
What?
I can
The
neither
Death Note
confirm
live
nor deny.
action. You should watch it at Ace and tell me what you think about the Death Note live action. It's
Don't do it. Don't do
Lakeith
it.
Stanfield was amazing. You should watch it.
Ace, look at me.
Look in your eyes. I see you. I got you.
Don't do it.
It was amazing.
Don't know. You
Oh,
gonna
they're the
regret
same
it.
creators. Oh, okay.
But I will ask y'all though, you know what I'm saying, for the new people to the One Piece universe, how did y'all feel about the world of One Piece? The theme, Devil Fruits, everything they had going on. It ain't Naruto, it ain't Bleach. How y'all feel about it?
It felt pirating, I guess.
Yeah.
If I had to describe it with one word, it was piratey as hell. But you know, that's not a bad thing. It's just like we live in a world of pirates. What does that look like? And I was like, okay, I think this is what it would look like. You got and then how they did the Marines, like what a Marine base looks like. I just like thought they did that pretty well. What does you know, when we get into the villains, like what do the villain layers look like. And when you just see it, it's just a bunch of people like partying, and we got this one room that we operate in. And I was like, okay. We got these different areas, like the part when they got to the Barty, and it's just a restaurant in the middle of the ocean. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
the way that they expand like the different areas and things like that. I liked it. Piratey is my word for today.
Ahoy,
More
matey.
parody than Pirates of the Caribbean, or worse?
I've only watched one Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and I fell asleep on it. So I don't think you want my answer to that.
Oh my.
Ooh,
Okay.
I did too. I thought you would have liked Pirates of the Caribbean.
We tried to watch it. Antoine, you remember that time we tried to watch it and we fell asleep?
And I can't tell you nothing about that movie.
I can't tell you nothing about that movie.
None of
You
us
like
like
the Pirates
it.
of the Caribbean movies?
My
None of
dad
it-
did, which is why I tried to watch it again.
Ace, did you like Pirates of the Caribbean?
I mean, I remember the first one being all right, and I know one of them was not that great. It was, I think it's like 4 of these movies, right? At least 4.
He looking at us
But-
appalled, and you only seen the first one.
No, I mean, I've seen more than just the first one. I'm just saying, I know it's like more than 4.
He said, "I remember some of the first one." Okay,
I don't remember it being bad, is what I'm saying. I don't ever recall me just sitting down watching Caribbean, just saying, "Oh, I don't like this."
I don't remember saying I didn't like it. I just don't remember it. It took me to sleep. The only thing Pirates of the Caribbean I know about is the ride at Disney World.
Okay.
Okay.
Food.
Can-
Ralph, go
Um,
ahead.
honestly, I actually liked the world of One Piece. It was very piratey. I will give it that. It felt very in place as well, based on the areas that they was showing. It wasn't a lot of boring scenes, I will say that. So a lot of the settings, going into Arlong's place, like Portia said, the bar.
Baratier.
Yeah, Baratier. That was pretty nice. That was cool. That was a nice scene within itself. Just to see like a random restaurant just in the middle of the ocean. Like, who would think of that? So
Pirates.
yeah, exactly.
Give Oda his flowers. Okay.
So I mean, they did a pretty good job as far as that. I will say, and I don't know if this is just a character thing, but Luffy started off a bit annoying for me. Because it's just him constantly saying, I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
It gave very I'm finna be Hokage vibes. Very
Yeah.
first,
So I was gonna
very,
say main
very,
character.
very first
Believe
10
it.
episodes of Naruto.
Yeah.
Very.
I feel you on that. Okay.
But I mean,
I think
once I saw his like tone start to change, I was like, okay, all right, we starting to change a little bit. We starting to grow up a little. So, I mean, honestly, good job on the theme, settings.
That's
Very,
so crazy,
very
Antoine.
fitting.
Antoine playing with this bag of
What is he eating?
all up in the
Yeah.
freaking mic.
Look, if you
While
don't
I'm
eat, you
trying
gotta
to
mute
talk.
yourself.
I'm sorry. I didn't
We
know
heard
nothing
you-
yet.
We done heard you chew and swallow. You have to mute.
Like it took him forever to find the damn
That's
Cheeto.
what I'm saying. Like, what are you
It
doing?
was just a piece of candy. I didn't know y'all could hear it.
Yeah, we heard you chew and swallow.
man.
Opened it, put it in your mouth, chewed it, swallowed it.
I'm gonna stop. That's the last one. I'm sorry, Ralph.
I mean, I'm done now. That was all.
Oh
I'm
my
just
God.
mad to know.
Look, man, and you know what? Since you're so rude, Antoine, how did you feel like the live action captured the world of One Piece pretty
man.
accurately?
I enjoyed seeing the world come to life. I was pretty hesitant on how they were going to do it. I was afraid of how they were going to do it, but I think they did a pretty good job. I think the CGI, all of that was pretty nice. Overall, I enjoyed the world. I think they captured it. I think there's no part of it that I don't think they captured that was like similar to the anime. So I think, yeah, overall it was pretty nice.
And my boys.
Same sentiments as Antoine here. I pretty much think they brought the world of One Piece alive with this live action, as well as like you say, the visual effects definitely caught me off guard, because I definitely didn't think they was gonna pull out some of these special effects for, like, especially like for instance the Sea King. it actually looks pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to look
Yeah.
that decent, but they pulled it off though. Then like
It's
Portia was saying earlier.
what's the sea king? That big old whale
Serpent,
thing?
like
Yeah, the
Whale
big
The
old
monster?
little
serpent.
dragon
Yeah.
snake serpent thing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was dope. As far as like
Yeah.
creatures go, that was some
Yeah.
pretty good CGI.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And things of that nature. Then how Portia mentioned earlier, about Arlong Park. Oh, they did a fantastic job with Arlong Park. No complaints about
Hey,
that at all.
I have a comment about that.
Okay.
What's up?
Arlong Park, when they had that party, I was like, this is for the strict.
That's exactly what it was. I'm talking about the music they was playing. It was like hip hop type beats.
Yo, I
That's
was
exactly what
like,
it was.
I
Yeah.
was like,
I
strictly
said,
for
not the fish smoke, not the fisherman black.
Look, but y'all remember when the previews came out?
But it gave very it gave very separate but equal vibes. I would say that the fishman versus the humans, like the way that Arlong was talking, the way that scene where the marine guy with the mouse ears, I forgot his name, comes up, the way they were conversing with each other. When he made that comment, he was like, "You're a lot smarter than people take you for," and I was like, "Whoa."
So
Whoa.
because of that, because you picking up what One Piece was putting down, do you feel like casting the black folks as the fishermen was like, quality casting?
Quality casting, I understand that that's part of the anime, but the thing that really like sticks me in the chest is, why do we always have to be portrayed as animals or some type of creature? Like we always got to be fishmen. We always got to be something else, not equivalent to humans. Like I get it, but it's just always something.
Yeah.
I'll let you have that. That's fair. Because what's funny, when the previews were coming out and they showed that Arlong was black, everybody was like, you know what? This fits. And I was like, I didn't know how to feel about it because I was still hating on the live action for a second until I watched, but they did a good job with that. But I'll have to say, I feel like they did do a great job. Like the live action, it really pulled a lot from the world of One Piece. I didn't think they could bring it to real life, but they did a great job. They did a great job. My next question, obviously,
we got
my
comments.
answer. Oh, what's up?
We got comments.
All right, just to go backwards, Deanna Harper speaking on the fishman thing, she said, I thought it was a clever way to include race talk without having two other POCs speaking of the fishmen. And then going back to Ralph's comment about Luffy being annoying, she said, I feel like most anime main characters start off annoying. Yep. And then Brandon B stepped in and said, let Antoine eat in peace.
No.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
That bag of candy. It better be good too.
Not at all.
Well, every time he want to eat, put your number in the chat so he can call you every time he want to smack up some candy. Since you just advocated for him.
Oh my goodness.
But how y'all feel about the Straw Hats and who was y'all favorite? Me and Ace already repping ours, but who was y'all favorite Straw Hat?
I like Sanji.
Okay.
Okay.
He must not be a fan favorite.
No, he is. He
is. It's just
the reception was not good.
It wasn't good. Y'all like that.
No, it's not that. Well, a lot of people like to call him a womanizer, and he's not technically not one, but he isn't one at the same time, though.
And
I like him because if you put him beside everybody else, he's kind of like, I won't say they're all outcasts, but if you look at all of them, you look at Sanji, he's the one that's kind of like, why are you with them? Like he's always posted up with 3-piece suit. He talks so elegantly. He out here making 5-star meals, rolling on the ship.
Getting them right.
Yeah.
But like I like Sanji. I liked his introduction. If I was to go under that, Luffy did grow me. At first, it was all, I'm gonna be king of the pirates, and I was like, here we go again. But he was just so silly, and I just like the fact that he like his resolve of being a pirate. Like you couldn't shake that boy. So I was like, you know what? I'm with you. I'm with you.
I didn't expect Sanji for you.
Okay.
Honestly, I expected your favorite character to be one of the girls that ain't been introduced yet because of the type of characters you usually like.
So what?
Well,
What's
they
the
ain't been
point of the
introduced
question
yet.
then?
Introduced
Well,
him
I
yet.
expect that to be her future favorite character. I don't know if Sanji gonna stay on that role. I guess I was trying to say.
I did like Nami.
Mm.
I have some comments about some of like her really emotional, her scenes that were supposed to be like really emotional, but I did like her character. I did like Usopp. You just got to get used to him lying all the time.
Yeah.
You just got to get used to him lying all the time. And then I don't dislike Zoro, but I think his character. I think I need a couple more episodes for his character to grow on me.
See,
I need a couple more episodes for his
We're gonna
character
get to
to
you.
grow
We're gonna
on
get
me.
to you, Ace.
Look, see what, Ace? What you trying to get on? See what?
no, I said
See what?
the same thing. I
He
said,
said,
the
"I
same
know I'm
thing
not
from-
the only one."
I said the same thing.
I
He
got
started.
this.
He did started growing on me towards the end of the season, but at the beginning, I was like, I don't know. It's something about Zoro that it just ain't. It ain't hitting for me right now.
I was like, I get it. He's supposed to be like that. Luffy's all, optimistic and we're gonna do this. Nothing's gonna stand in my way. And then Zoro's that juxtaposition, like he's supposed to be serious. He's supposed to be like, okay, it's time to get that. It's time to get our shit together, type character. And I saw it, but it was kind of like, I don't know yet.
Okay.
See, I don't know, because Zoro was my favorite in the anime and the live action. Because I felt like everybody else was a little too outrageous, in my opinion. They actually toned Sanji down, in my opinion, for the live action. So I can see why you
They
like
did.
him.
They did, yeah.
They honestly toned Usopp down a little bit more too, which is why I like him in the live
You
action.
think
but I
they
still
toned
dislike him in
Usopp
the anime.
down?
Or rather, they balanced him out.
I think
Usopp
it was more.
very.
I think it was more just how they deliver his jokes and punchlines more instead of just toning him down.
See, but Usopp in the anime is like real clunky and like loud. Like he's more on the outrageous side, but in here he was a smooth criminal.
Well, yeah,
type of
but that's
dude.
the anime though. That's what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
brought it more to a in-person live action style, but he's still
Yeah.
It's that nose.
outrageous and crazy and stuff.
Yeah. I just appreciate him more in the live action. Like he honestly like in my top 3 from the live action. I'm
Shut
sure
up. Shut up.
What's she say?
I said they got rid of his nose, so they had to
The way they did the Fishman, they should have brought his nose into the live action. They should have
I'm
made
glad
it
they
work.
didn't.
I'm glad. I'm really
Yeah,
glad
they
they
could've
didn't
made
do
it
that.
work.
I'm really glad they didn't do that.
No.
I
They
appreciate it. Like I've seen pictures of Usopp, and then I saw him in the live action. I was like,
They
okay,
did him
I'm glad
justice.
his nose is not like that.
Admittedly, they made Usopp as black, but also not too far. If they would put a nose on him, black people would have had a problem.
It's yes,
Admit it. Yeah,
it would. Yes. I would agree. Because I get it, like yes, the adaptation, but I just feel like the way it might have came out,
Yeah,
it would have been like y'all
It-
might as well just gave him a regular nose.
Nobody looked
Yeah.
at this in post and thought maybe we shouldn't do this. Like
We would have saw a lot of
Honestly.
posts like those.
Why? What if we stretch his nose? What if we don't?
What if we don't? What if we don't? For real.
But what about
Ralph's favorite person?
he said his yet?
I have been torn. I like Sanji. Sanji. I like Sanji. I like his origin story for sure. That hit me, and I was like, dang, he had to sit on this rock for how long?
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah,
85
Mhm.
days. I think I would have just jumped. I'm gonna be so real with you.
I would have too, because I would have ate all that.
No,
food in
I'm
2
gonna
days.
say
I would've
this by
jumped.
day, whenever that bread turned moldy, I'm going to that old man.
Ooh,
Because what are you doing? What are we
yeah.
doing?
that's just like they.
What are we doing?
And it's smelling funny. It's hot out there. Like
It's
come on,
hot
man.
out there.
Ooh, I know
Baby
it's
got
hot.
warts. He got all
You
types
burn
of
it
warts
up
on his
in the
face.
middle of the sun.
Like, honestly, like you don't want to find them allspices that bad. You don't want to find that seasonal that bad.
They're Lori's. They're Lori's.
You don't want to find that season on that bad.
I can't stand
Like, pick a different dream. Pick a different
Oh
dream.
my god.
The Dark Sage said, imagine how musty they were, baby.
Bro.
No bath. We
I
pissing
know
on
that rock
rocks.
was begging for them to come off.
Man.
Yo.
They did have to use.
I mean, well,
know.
they got showers every now and then though from Mother Nature.
That's not a shower.
With salt. That's not clean, brother.
The pollution. Does
Okay.
pollution exist in One Piece?
And look,
Yes.
gunpowder floating in the air from all the cannons.
Not what I'm saying.
Oh,
Okay.
but I have to say Sanji is one. I'm starting to like Zoro. Seeing his origin story, I was like, you mad because you lost to a girl? Like, you that mad? Like, it's
I saw it as I didn't
I
see
think-
it that way. I
Yeah.
saw it
Yeah.
more like you're my rival. And
Yeah.
then like it was kind of like you're my rival, and we've made this deal to build up each other as certain rivals do. And then she died,
She
and then it's
died.
kind of like, you know what? Now I have to take up this mantle. It means a lot
Yeah.
to me. I'm gonna fulfill this promise. So I felt I didn't see him as being mad. I just felt him as really wanting something. It's like you in my way.
Mhm.
Because instead of being angry, he's more like Luffy in a sense of Luffy's I want to be Pirate King. Zoro, I want to be the best swordsman alive. But Zoro's motivation is I made a promise to a friend. Luffy's like, I seen it, I want to do it. It's fire.
Yeah, he just woke up one day and he said,
He
I
was
want
like, I'm gonna
that.
be a pirate,
Woke up and chose
Yeah.
violence essentially.
basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. We got two Sanjis that'll have Zoro.
What you got? Who yours, Antoine?
My top is okay. In anime, my top is Zoro. I didn't even think about live action. In live action,
What are
Zoro
we
kind
here
of took
for?
live. Okay, it's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to say because I wanted
It
to
was
like
supposed to be
Zoro,
my
but
co-host.
like Ace said, like Zoro. I think I was so hard on him because he is my favorite in anime. That in the beginning, I just wasn't feeling him at first. I think I need to see some more of him. I like him. I don't dislike him. I won't put him at the top right now. I think the person I put at the top right now for me is gonna have to be Nami. I like her character. I like
liked
the
her.
person who portrayed her.
I
think she did a
definitely
good
like her
job.
actress. I like her
Yeah.
actress.
Yeah, so I'm going with Nami for the live action.
those emotion scenes she got to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
she gotta
you,
work
Ralph.
I wanna hear- I wanna
We
hear-
on
I
the
wanna
same
hear-
page. We on the same page. We
I
on
don't get
the
y'all
same
opinion on that. Why you
page.
say that? Why you say that?
Because at the beginning of the live stream, you guys remember I said that I've seen clips of One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
So the scene where Arlong betrays Nami and all her money get took, and she crying in the middle of the field, stabbing at her pirate tattoo. I've seen the clip, and the clip just seemed way more emotional, way more traumatic. And then I'm looking at the live action, and it was just like, this is a bad situation, but I'm not feeling how bad it is.
I agree with you on that. I
Yeah.
definitely do. That was like one of the saddest moments in the meet. Well, for me in the beginning of One Piece. So it's like I get what you know what they're trying to do. It just
Right.
They didn't catch me like I wanted them to catch me.
I don't
with that
think
scene.
they weren't sticking it. And I think it's because one of the reasons why I really like the actress for Nami is because she really came off as a hard ass. Like, yeah, you got this dark secret, but she really came off as a hard ass. So we got to switch from hard ass to you being emotional, like you breaking down and you being vulnerable. And I just don't think the switch made it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you emotional for 2 seconds, and then we flipping you back a hard ass. And I was just like,
Yeah, and it happened different in the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm definitely excited to hear that you definitely prefer the anime version over, because I did feel the same way. Even so, like if I had to rate that moment, like anime, I give it a 10 out of 10, and then the live action version maybe like a 7 out of 10. But yeah, it didn't hit the same for me as well. It still hit because I knew the moment was coming, and so like I was just trying to prepare myself for it. So it still hit that way. But yeah, I get what you were saying though.
Yeah, because I feel like some bias kicked in for me. I was surprised that they did it. Honestly, I thought they was gonna take it. I was like, "Ooh, I can't believe y'all actually
That's
threw that
true.
scene
I
in
didn't think
there."
she was gonna. I didn't think she was gonna stab herself for real. And well, I know she wasn't
Same.
doing it for real, but I didn't think she was gonna like do the stabbing scene in the
I
live
thought it was gonna
action.
be. Yeah.
Well, if y'all wanted to be a adaptation, I would say this: given given Netflix and the content that they put out, I think is for something like this is no hold bars. Like
See,
her stabbing her in the arm. I wasn't taken back by it, but like I said, I haven't seen like the anime, so like her stabbing herself in the arm, I wasn't like, whoa, thought this was a classy party. It's just like we see this on Netflix all the time.
Yeah,
it's just the fact that Netflix added they added some good stuff. Like outside of that scene, like when Zoro was chopped old buddy in half, like you don't really see that many intense action scenes in the anime. At least they don't get that intense. According to Sage and them, it do get more intense in the manga, but they kind of like soften the.
But do y'all think it's
anime.
because it's animation though?
Yeah, and so that's what it was. They pull from multiple sources. The anime, the manga, whatever else. So in the manga is of course more brutal, and so I like how the fact that they actually incorporated that in the live action, because we don't get that in the anime.
Because I'm just looking at like I just saw something yesterday that said that One Piece been out for like 17 years. So if we go 17 years back, what's this, like 2005, 2006?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like when it's first starting out as animation, maybe you can't just like chink, you can't do like JJK and them doing right now and chink somebody in half. I mean,
yeah, I get what you're saying. But they still did show that scene in the anime, but yeah, as Ryan was saying earlier, that it is less toned. The anime overall is less toned down than the manga version.
Okay. Now the next set of characters I want to ask y'all about.
Oh, we got comments.
What's good?
Ralph hollering, we got comments. They be coming so fast.
You gotta give Ralph some admin privileges, food.
Just to go a bit backwards, Deanna Harper agreed with us and said, yeah, the Nami tattoo moment didn't give. The Dark Sage said the anime is softer than the manga. Going back to the Arlong. The Dark Sage said the way Nami was looking, I see why Arlong was a milkman. That's
Someone pull out a Dr. Umar meme.
I don't know. Maybe we should hit that bum bum dun 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 dun. Because didn't she go to him when she was like 12?
So
bum bum dun 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 dun.
Now, I am interested to see this because this is where a lot of characters got tuning. Like they handled Luffy pretty well, but how y'all feel about the villains? Because we got a lot. We got Alvida, we got Axe Hand Morgan, who started off on a little tunier side. We got Kuro of 100 Plans, which got even a little bit more kind of more funnier. And then we got Buggy the Clown and Arlong. Y'all already said y'all liked Arlong, but how y'all feel about the rest of them?
We want to start with me. Alvida, I just don't think we saw enough of her. It was kind of like, she's there because we have to put Kobe in the story. So I don't have too much to say about her yet, but if we go to the end of the series, now that Luffy's bounty is out, you have all these pirates, being like, hey, we finna get this guy. I think I might like her character. We'll see. Axe Hand Morgan, he didn't really make an impression on me. Like I said, he was just there for to introduce Nami, for them to get them out, and then they did their little fight just so they can have they Zoro, Nami, Luffy team up and dip. Kuro, I like Kuro. He gave sassy. I liked him with his little blades. He was sassy. He was sassy to me.
With the little paw glove.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you.
Him stabbing walls. It was giving very Wolverine, Freddy Krueger, but sassy. Make it sassy. Nightmare on Elm Street, but make it count.
Yeah.
Buggy. I don't know. He didn't. I see him more. I put him like down with Alvita and Axham Morgan like a starter villain. Like this is the first pirate that they go against. Him also having a devil's fruit was cool, but I don't know. I don't think he made too much impression on.
Best one was like the second best one.
You do
but y'all seen the anime though.
Yeah.
I feel you. But
so me coming from the fact that I haven't seen him in the anime, like this is my first impression.
Okay.
I still think Buggy was fire in the live action.
Yeah.
He came in vicious. The Devil Fruit Pals is cold. He tore the whole city up.
Listen, it ain't too many.
I mean, we didn't see him tear the whole city up though.
Yeah.
We
didn't see him tear the whole city up. Nami ran out and the city was gone. He turned into 15 Lego pieces and tried to drown Luffy.
Stop it.
I mean, I'm not saying that I was looking at it like this is goofy. Like I was watching it like, okay, how they gonna beat this man because he did just turn into 15 pieces. You know, Luffy ain't really fought no pirate before. Zoro tied up. Nami spending 40 days and 40 nights to pick one lock. It was just like, what's going on? But I won't say I disliked them. Like when we got into like to the Arlong part and the way that they used like him sticking to being a pirate, and you know, he was cool. I think a lot of these characters, I think I just need to see more for them to make a live action wise. I think I need to see more. Arlong, I liked Arlong. All of them just seem like just, you know, pirate villains to me. Now Arlong did bring the heat when they actually came. We saw them flip that village. He came in and flipped a house.
He did.
And told him that he meant business.
Yeah.
They came back and burnt the city down. So I was like, okay, I get the stakes. I see why this is very important. We need to stop this guy.
They're serious.
Yeah. They did let Arlong do a lot of cool stuff in the live action, but not as nearly as like a lot of the cool stuff he does in the anime. Like they left out a whole bunch of stuff he can do. But I am glad they did show off, like you say, how dangerous he is though still.
Yeah. He just needs to flip one house, y'all. Just one house. That's
just one house. That's gonna get him. That's gonna get him at home. But I think his presence, like if you go like back to Buggy, and then it's like, okay, Buggy's got this devil fruit, you know, they can beat him, and then Arlong comes through, and then it's like, oh, okay. So then you get introduced into this kind of hierarchy of pirates. Of like you got, you know, your lower level pirates, and you got these next level pirates, and you got these pirates that's even above these pirates, and then you got that 7 allegiance of pirates that sometimes work with the Marines, sometimes don't work with the Marines. It was interesting to see how all of it, you know, leveled up, and how Luffy and the gang were like progressing through that. Like the deeper and deeper they went through to like establish themselves as pirates, like the more you start seeing these different layers of what it means to be a new generation pirate, what it means to be an old generation pirate, things like that.
Okay.
Alvita, I liked her initially. I really did. I want to see more of her, just like Foop said. I would like to see a little bit more from her character. I'm seeing why, you know, she's I think a bit of a fan favorite. So And plus, me knowing the actor a little bit, I've seen her in a couple of shows, so I feel like she did pretty good as far as the acting role goes. Buggy, I ain't gonna lie, Buggy came in kind of hard. The way he broke himself apart,
What I'm talking about.
I was like, oh, he got powers. Okay. But Buggy, again, he's just one of those characters like, all right, he was a starter, but he got powers. I just want to see what he's more capable of. You know, I just want to see him grow more. Garp.
Oh, we ain't even got the Garp yet.
Garp, I
Would
kind of had
Garp
Garp
be
peppered.
considered? Is Garp considered an enemy?
I guess
Once
depending
get
on
to
how
the
you look at
end,
it.
He's no longer really a
I never
Being
saw.
technical, yes,
can
he's
I-
an enemy, but
Can I be controversial right now? I didn't really
Mhm.
see him as a villain.
because he's not.
He's
Like
not.
before I even found out, like, yeah, you Luffy granddaddy, it just didn't give like
Villain
it
vibes.
Like
it didn't
scary.
give villain vibes. It gave y'all didn't do your job right the first time, so let me step in.
Yeah.
And then it's
Yeah.
and then you find out he is granddad, and then it's like, okay, it's that trope of you not really trying to catch him to take him to jail. You just don't want him to be no pirate.
Yeah.
And we've seen this like through multiple forms of media. So I was like, okay. It at that point, it's kind of like, okay, when are you guys paths gonna, bump heads? And it was the last episode.
Mhm.
Okay. I give season 1 Garp a decent, aura of a villain, but he impressed me with the way he threw that cannonball. That was my big shock.
He's
Yeah.
iconic for that.
It is,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a shocking
Yeah.
first
That was my
That's
shock.
Garp.
If you saw the actual size of it in the anime,
I'll throw him a damn self.
Yeah, pretty. That's literally what he said.
And he was accurate with the throws too. Like he ain't missing.
Kiro, like Foop said, very much Freddy Krueger. Like he was very sassy.
Like what
That
he
whole-
be?
But for real.
Now what you want
What he
from
did
me?
That right there was crazy. The only thing that kind of deterred me from him was the fact that he was doing all this extra movement during like his, brain coming out. It's like I'm Kiro, him just moving around the room. That kind of felt out of place to me.
You should see his feet in the anime.
Yeah, it's
It
kind of
gave
part of
it
his
just gave
attack.
showy. It gave
Yeah.
It's a cat. If we go to the fact that he's the captain of the Black Cat Pirates,
Cats,
it just
yes.
gave me
Yeah.
move like a cat. We swifty. So that's what he was doing.
They were playing on his special
I give you
ability.
that.
Though, so.
Yeah.
I give you that. Captain Morgan, his son terrible too. So
He
yeah.
grew on me. His little son.
Better.
He grew on me.
Like
He
you
gave-
like the son?
he
Okay, there
gave
you
that
go.
he gave that spoiled brat, and he just had to get put in his place, and then you put him beside Kobe, and it's just like, okay, you're not so bad. You've just been spoiled this whole time. We just needed you to tie a knot right quick and get yourself together.
Pretty much.
And he had a piss poor father figure, so he had to figure it out.
You
I
just
I
need
need
you
him
to
to
actually
grow.
be a Marine for a chance.
I think
Yeah.
he's growing.
Yeah, I just need him to grow a little bit more, really. But right now, yeah, he's to the side with his daddy.
He'll grow with his haircut.
There we go.
He does grow out his hair. So or does he cut it off? I think it's a little bit of both. But
That's one of the best anime glow ups in all of anime, to be honest, when we talk about Kobe.
oh yeah.
When we
Oh yeah,
talk
Kobe
about-
does grow out his hair. He does, but I was talking about the Marine son. He cut his hair off though. But Kobe does. He get the little bangs
Mhm.
going on.
Okay. Arlong, I like him, knowing that he's black. That was okay. Okay.
Is his actor black, or you're just saying?
Is his actor black?
I mean, you said he's black, so I'm assuming you know.
I'm assuming the vibes that he gave me, he gave me black.
If Arlong's actor ain't black, that's blackface.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Because that fishman Arlong was us. That was us.
Like he did a
him and Usopp in the same from the same bloodline. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't.
Oh yeah, he's a black man. It's a black king right there.
Oh, quick fact check. There we go.
She typed that. See that? Like you don't hear no buttons when Foop be on the keyboard.
You got a quiet keyboard. But
I just wanted to make sure, because just going back to my thing, like you never know who be under these costumes.
That's true.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I just wanted to look up and make sure that we were sure.
No, we got Google. Just ain't nothing 2 seconds.
But I ain't gonna lie, Arlong, at initial thoughts, I thought Arlong was not gonna be like a, top bad, kind of villain. He flipped that house. I was like, oh, all right. He beat Luffy down. Oh, okay.
I think even before, like when he showed up to the Barati and just came in and just started flipping stuff, knocking people over, throwing people out their chairs. He gave like big bully, like big business. Like this even before he flipped the house. I was just like, yeah, I don't think we want to run into him later.
Honestly, y'all opinions just show how well they did in bringing this franchise to life. Because it's funny how y'all kind of align with what I think y'all views will be if y'all watch the anime too. That's interesting.
I'm still not watching the anime. I'm sorry to tell you.
You know what, Antoine and Ace, who's your favorite villain? Because you know what?
Yeah, we just
kick him out of here.
Well, you already know. We already talked about Arlong, but as we was talking about earlier, though, Buggy, he showed out. Especially when we first got introduced to Buggy, he's just chilling back, leaning in his chair, and I'm like, okay, yes, there we go, there he go, the man himself. And then after that, but I got to give the cake to Mihawk, though. I mean, Mihawk just took the cake.
I like Mihawk. I'm looking at this paper that Ryan wrote, and the question that we own ain't none of these people on this list.
What you mean?
We talking about enemies, antagonists, and we didn't talked about Garp and Mihawk, and they not even on this question.
I'm letting the conversation flow. If you wanted to lead the video, you could have let it. I ain't never hosted before.
I'm just saying, because I could have said something about Mihawk too. I was waiting my turn.
We talk about Mihawk. Mihawk cold.
I'm just saying.
He's in the next question. We can specifically address him.
Okay. But yeah, Mihawk took the cake for me.
What about you, Antoine?
I'd say if I had to rank them, I'd put Arlong. It's kind of a tie between Arlong and Buggy for me. I like Avita's character. I haven't seen her playing anything else, but I did like her character. Accent Morgan, not much on him. Kuro, I did like that scene. They did it a bit different in the live action than they did in the anime. They kind of made it a bit more spooky. And I kind of like that aspect about it. No, so that fight took place on the beach.
Because I was watching the scene and I was like, I see them trying to be spooky, but I'm gonna wait to the mob review because I feel like if it's spooky here, maybe it would have been spookier in the anime. So it wasn't spooky at all.
So the setting was different in the anime. It took place on a beach, mo folks, all of that. So in the live action, it took place inside of the mansion. That did not happen in the anime.
Well, I liked it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I like it too. I like how they did that. So. It was nice how they did that.
Okay.
Kuro was cool, but I would almost say like he could have almost came off even more intimidating if his whole crew was there. Because in the anime, he had about 20, 30 folks with him.
He did have a big crew.
He had a squad. Right? I don't know how many people
I guess,
but he had a little squad.
So let me ask this: was the whole storyline about him pretending to be the butler? Was that in the anime?
That's the same. Yeah. That's the same. Yeah.
The major story points are all there.
So were they all working in the mansion, or was they just chilling and just waiting for him to say the word?
There was a couple of them working there, and then the rest of the crew was like in a boat, dipped off, waiting for him to call him up.
Yeah.
One of his members was acting like the captain, if I remember correctly, while it was on the sea.
Okay, because I can only say just going off what you guys are telling me, that maybe the reason why they didn't have like the whole squad pull up is because the whole setting being in the mansion, like 30 folks run around like Tomb Raiders in this mansion. That's a lot going
That
on.
would have been a
Yeah,
lot.
and I think the main reason why they did that was, one, just to show off the mansion, but two, like as Antoine was saying, in the anime, the fight took place on a fat ass hill, so it's just like, how are we really gonna do this, make it
Yeah.
look good for
We
live
can
action?
cast all of these side folks, and we finna go find a beach to do this.
I mean, they
action
found
scene
all
all.
them side folks to be fishmen.
You right. You right.
Which
I mean, but-
was interesting. Which was
That,
because
I
that's
think it
all
was a
I'm saying.
bigger battle though, and I think that would have took a lot more out of their budget. It
That-
wasn't
that
a
was the
huge battle,
finale,
but
so,
They didn't have the $1 million per episode budget.
I don't listen.
I
can't
don't.
either.
I don't think so.
I think it cost. Wait a minute. I think it cost more than that actually.
Because here's the
for the
thing, they
episodes.
captured the emotions right. It was just that I was surprised that Arlong had all his pirates, and like Kuro, he had a whole boat. He had a whole crew that literally
And he just had
split
the
up
two
in there.
folks. He just had
Yeah.
his two folks.
Yeah. Well, they did leave out
They
one of
spent 18 million
important
per
crew
episode.
characters, but we was talking about they probably left him out for story reasons. They can introduce him later on. But yeah.
Okay.
And I almost want to avoid like spoiling Ralph and Fu because I don't know what may come into the live action.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say
the next
nothing.
season. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Even
was
though
gonna
this is
avoid
a
saying
spoiler review.
names. So because everybody want to talk about Mihawk, we can get to him. I want to ask y'all about the supporting cast. We got a lot from Garp, who kind of was like a temporary antagonist. We got a little bit of Luffy's friend Kobe. We got a lot from Dracula. Well, good amount of Dracula. Mihawk had this amazing scene with Zoro. Like where y'all think the supporting cast stands?
I like Mihawk.
Mihawk is nice.
He's so smooth.
Mihawk
And
is that guy.
he's smooth.
He
He
is.
walked in there. He was like, "Yeah, I'm looking for Luffy." And then he was like, "Okay." He was like, "Okay, I'll fight you." Zora had two, maybe, or I don't know how many swords Zora had out. He must have had that little butter knife and was working them. And I was like, "This man means this."
Yeah.
And then I also like the explanation of him being like the top 7 pirates. And it's like, yeah, we work with the Marines, but I'm gonna still do what I want to do. And I was like, yeah. But he's smooth. He's smooth.
And he can slash a boat in half.
And he can slash a boat in half. Because when you get introduced to him, like he's fighting on this beach, he didn't split this boat in half, and it's like, y'all really finna send who after Luffy? I was like, this is getting bad. Like, y'all are finna be done. Like, y'all are finna be done. I thought he was finna pull up and wreck, but I definitely like how they went about him and Zoro's fight scene. And he was just like, find me when you get stronger. Like, at this point, this really ain't worth my time. I didn't fought somebody with a butter knife. I'm finna go. But I like him though. He was smooth. Shanks, I'm interested in Shanks. He seems like that character that's like, oh yeah, I'm Noble Shanks, but I feel like he got some hiding that I don't know what it is. It just doesn't give like role model. It gives like all of our heroes are villains. Like when you idolize somebody and then you grow up and you see them and it's just like,
I can feel the mystery.
You know what's crazy? I've been saying that with the anime where we at now in the anime. I've been saying Shanks hiding something. So you know what? I like this. I like that Fu said that. I've been thinking that for
it really just goes to show how well they pulled off this adaptation, that she's catching up on like all these little small things like this. Like it just goes to show how well they pulled this off.
Because Shanks, we don't know much about him, but it's like there's something to you that we ain't seen yet.
Yeah. It just gave like, because all of the flashbacks of we see him being normal, Noble Shanks teaching you lessons, and it's kind of like, you're not really telling him everything because he's a kid. So now that Luffy isn't grown up, he didn't got this bounty on him, all these pirates after him. He's an adult now. So now how is Shanks going to treat adult Luffy? And I feel like it's gonna be a 180.
Okay.
Gart was just being a very tough love as granddaddy. That's all he was being. He was just being a tough love granddaddy, and you can't be mad at him with that. I wasn't mad.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn. I want to be a pirate, Grandpa. But that's too damn bad.
You want to be a Marine?
Start training.
Legit.
It was legit. They was on that beach. He was like, I don't want to be a Marine.
Oh my goodness.
I thought Kobe was cool. He's that he seems to be like one of those characters where they put him in the middle. Like, I've been exposed to what you guys see as villains, but I've seen that these can be good people. But I also want to be like a Marine and do the right thing. And I think it's giving him like the freedom and the insight to play both sides and make, have him grow as a person and then make the decisions that he does. And then even you see at the end, like him sticking to his gut on certain things, turns, what's his face when they get to the end and they tell Garp, like, nah, we not finna arrest the Straw Hats, they didn't do anything. Like, Arlong didn't came over here and burnt down all these people. We not finna, arrest them. Like, yeah, our job is to arrest pirates, but look at what they just did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's that play both sides character, and I liked him.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start off with Kobe. Kobe initially got on my nerves a little bit, but then I saw his character start to grow, and I was like, okay, you slowly working your way.
That baby was scared, Ralph. You can't be mad at him.
And this is why I asked, the anime watchers and manga readers, like, is he always like this at the beginning? Like, is that just his character?
That's how he started for sure. Sure.
Yep. And I had the same sentiment, Ralph. Ryan and Antoine, they was looking at me crazy when I said that. I was like, but y'all know he like this. He's just at the beginning, he's a crybaby. Like, I didn't like Kobe when he was a crybaby. Like,
yeah.
I've gotten used to more mature Kobe, but young Kobe, yeah, he started off on the weekend, and having Luffy next to him really makes him look like that much worse. But in retrospect, he was a regular civilian who got captured by.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I look at it.
He was
like, and we don't know how tortured he was. He was out here serving all these weirdos in prison on their boat. Like, he got a reason to cry. He got a couple of reasons to cry.
I mean, I give you that. He got a reason. I can't deny him on that one.
I gave him the benefit of the doubt because you know when you gonna get off this boat, and then this. Like, you've been with pirates like basically your whole life, and then this random dude shows up talking about, I'm a pirate, let's get off this boat. Excuse me, sir.
Stretching his arm like
I've seen this story before.
That is played out.
I've seen this play out. So it's kind of like, and then with him, his whole thing was like all his life he's been following Alvita's orders. It's like, who is he? Who can he become? Like, yeah, I want to be a Marine, but what skills do I have to be a Marine? Because I just been sweeping floors, cooking dinner, sleeping in the bottom of the boat, doing whatever Alvita tells me to do. Like, being on my own. Right, being on my own, don't know too much about the world. I don't have nobody looking over my shoulder. Like, that freedom, like, yes, he has the freedom, but sometimes after being captive for so long, that idea of freedom is like scary.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I could do right now?
Yeah.
That's facts.
So I felt him. And I like that throughout the series, he started to come into his own, like have his own thoughts and make his own decisions and stuff, because he had some heavy characters trying to influence. He was like, nah, I just don't really feel like this is the way to go. And he stuck to his guns. And I up with him for that.
That is indeed Kobe.
Chef Zeph. I like his character. I liked him.
I like Zeph.
The fact that he ate his own leg, disgusting.
He fried that joint. I know.
I know he sat down that sun.
I know that skin was so crispy. He was like, yo, I don't even care what this is. he cut that leg off and laid it on that rock. You're gonna be done in a minute. Toe that joint up.
But Chef Zeph, I like him as a character. His I'm curious to see what kind of involvement him and Garp have. You know, like what's their history kind
They
of
old
thing.
heads.
I'm a
I'm-
hold you
I-
now. Zeph,
I-
you ain't gonna see too much of him. I'm just
They,
That's
it's
as
they
far as it
old
goes.
heads.
They from the old generation. That's honestly as far as you're
Yeah.
gonna get.
That's all they gave was
Okay.
old heads.
you just
like-
gonna
Like,
see them every now and then in the flashback. Oh, what is Sanji doing now?
Mhm.
For Zeph
But-
at least, but we see
It-
Garp
Yeah, for
more.
Zeph, yeah. For,
We see
of course,
Garp.
you're still gonna see Garp, yes, but for Zeph, yeah.
Okay.
it just gave old heads. Like his whole thing was just like, letting the new generation go do. Is he trying to provide some wisdom? Garp's like, I'm trying to do my job. And it's just like, this ain't back in the day where we used to go blow for blow. Like,
Mhm.
you need
He
to
out here
sit
trying to run
down.
Applebee's.
He's trying to fund Seaside Applebee's. Like,
Zeph would have put up a fight against Garp back in the day, though. But Garp would
Yeah.
have
I
Keep
believe
word
it.
back
Garp
in
would
the
have threw him
day.
down. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Garp would have also threw
he
him
definitely
down.
had to sit down. You and that peg leg. You need to sit down, Zeph.
But
Yeah.
Garp, I liked him as a character. Again, that cannon throw, and pretty much what Foop said. I ain't gonna reiterate. Mihawk,
Fine.
honestly, he didn't even. If he would have knew where Luffy was, he wouldn't even have had to get close
No.
to the Bird. He could have just swung his sword
No,
and
for
cleared
real.
it out.
He could have swung his butter
He
knife.
wanted-
If he so
yeah.
chose, he could have, yes.
He could have
He could have
just.
swung his butter knife.
I think
It would have
he
been
was-
Demon Slayer
I
all
think he
over
was
again.
curious though. Like
He
you
was.
the top tier of pirates, and the Marines call you and say, "I'm looking for this." You ain't never heard of this man. You don't know what he looks like, and the
He ain't got no real
Marines are
bounty
calling
yet.
right, and the Marines are calling me.
Me? Like what?
I don't even fool with y'all like that. I'm just gonna go see what y'all talking about.
Let me go see what's going on.
Like I really fooled with him. Like he just waltzed in. He was like, "Yeah, I'm looking for Luffy. Usopp drunk ass. Yeah, he's over there."
Nah, for real. Nah.
But I really just like the fact that like at the end of the day, they pirates.
Yeah.
Like yeah, we made a deal, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah, and that's Mihawk too, 100%. Because every time you see him, it's just like Mihawk. What are you doing here? Oh, just because I wanted to, just because I can.
Yeah.
Like I'm here. Like okay, Mihawk.
Honestly, wish we got to see more of Mihawk, even in the anime. It's just that it is a lot more fire characters. Not more fire than Mihawk, but there's a lot more people on his level. I just
Okay.
wish we got to see more of him. I
Yeah.
wish we could
Okay.
see more of him.
But we know, as we know, Mihawk is in game though, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
Mm,
He's like
okay.
final battle level person.
Mm. But
unfortunately, but it is what it is.
Well, he made an impression.
yeah,
That's good.
Shanks, honestly, him getting his arm ate off at the beginning, I was like, oh, what kind of powers he got? Because this sea beast's about to eat him. 'Cause it was gonna be over.
What you gonna do for the rest of the show? What you? What you
Oh,
you're crippled.
But him surprising me at pretty much getting the sea beast to back down. I was like, okay, he got some. But I feel like again, like Foop said, he hiding something from Luffy. He ain't telling Luffy everything.
Mm.
And I feel like it's gonna be like I feel it's gonna be that Invincible kind of moment between Invincible and Omni-Man, where it's just like, oh, he has, actually grown up. And it's like, we about to flip. Like that's what it's giving me right now.
And I ain't even seen the anime. If Shanks rocks Luffy's world like Omni-Man did Invincible, we gotta stop the anime right there.
Honestly, that would be a fire scene if it did happen.
That
That'd
would
a fire
be
scene.
crazy.
listen.
We have
If anybody could do it, it is him.
We got a couple comments.
Get that most recent coming in. I like that.
I was just about to put that on there because I was gonna say just for the anime watchers, Deanna Harper wants to know, how did Shanks get the devil fruit and why was he saving it?
He definitely.
That came up in
Question.
That came up in
Yeah.
conversation in anime 3 episodes ago, so you got to find out.
we
in 1,000
even anime
episodes.
only is just we just
They
not
don't
getting that
have the
information.
answers.
They don't have it.
We got the
Listen.
partial answer even now.
You might
Yeah,
find out in 5 to 10 years.
We got the partial answer.
Well,
I've just heard that he stole it from the Marines. That's
now why they got it?
We got the partial answer for that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like she asking the right questions. Foop and Ralph, y'all making the right assumptions, but you may think because we watching anime, we just got all the answers. We honestly don't.
I mean, y'all done seen
We
1,000
don't.
episodes. What do
Thank
y'all
you.
know?
Y'all gotta know
No,
something.
no,
It's
this
an
is
endless adventure.
I'm telling you what we know. We know partial of the answer.
It's an
it's so
endless
much other
adventure.
stuff that you gotta go through before you can even get to that point because it's kind of like foreshadowing. I mean, in a way, but it's like that's gonna come later. We got so much other stuff that didn't happen. We got
The Dark
That's
Sage
big
said
boy
we all
stuff.
got some. The Dark Sage said we got some years to go. We got some ways to go.
Basically, we got some years. Like even in the manga, like we still don't have the full like reveal in the manga. So it's just like, we're just waiting. Everybody's waiting from the manga all the way down to the live action. We're all waiting.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Cool.
Like I said, we know part of the answer, like how he got the fruit and why he got the fruit, but we don't know the exact reason and how he knew all the smaller details and stuff like that. But yeah.
Because y'all got to learn just how devil fruits and stuff work in real life.
Oh yeah, we got to go through the whole story.
Yeah.
Well, time to buckle in. We're gonna be in for a long ride.
I mean,
me personally, I don't think we're gonna get that far. I don't
Not
think
in
we're
the
gonna
live
get that
action.
far.
I don't know how far they're gonna get, but yeah.
That actually goes into my next question. Like, we got a season cliffhanger. Ace and Antoine, let's avoid telling them who that is so they can find out and enjoy it. But Netflix did announce a second season is in the works alongside Oda. And just recently, the acting strike seems like it may be coming to a close.
no.
So we might be seeing
Well, it looks
The
like
writer
they
strike.
starting
The writer strike is
right
done.
one.
Right.
It look like starting up
So
another
that
one
didn't
for the
They
include
video
started
game
to
industry.
no, the actor strike. They have a date set. I want to say I saw something about the end of the week that they're going to start negotiations, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to get a good deal.
Well,
So it's just an
when-
update.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, when Netflix made the announcement, they said the scripts are ready and they could have something in 12 to 15 months, but obviously we got to figure out how that go.
Did y'all see the thing that they said they want to go 12 seasons, or they could see this going 12 seasons?
I've read that article.
Yeah, I did.
I don't
Get
think it's
12
gonna happen.
seasons.
You don't think they could do 12
seasons.
seasons?
No.
They would
I don't think I would want 12 seasons in the live action personally.
content wise, they have enough to probably make 12 seasons. But
Yes,
all
they
they
have.
got
Yeah,
is
they have the content.
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
That first, let's look at the episodes. Like these were like close to an hour-long episodes. How many episodes of the anime was fit into each live action episode of One Piece?
So the live action One Piece season 1 covered the East Blue season in the anime, which is like 50 episodes.
So that 8 episodes with 50 episodes.
Yes.
And how many chapters was East Blue Ace in terms of the manga?
I don't know.
That's like 10 volumes. Well, no, that's like 11 volumes, and it's like what, 5 to 8 chapters a volume. Yeah.
So I mean, do they have the content for 12 seasons? Yes, that's no question about it. I just don't think we're getting there.
I think it would depend, because the way that this went up, the second season, yes, if they keep getting this reception in, they gonna milk this out.
Even if it's bad content, they gonna put something.
Now.
I'm
not
hoping for that, but I'm saying I feel like if they get the money and the I guess the responses that they need, even if we feel like okay, another season isn't needed, they probably gonna still put out another season.
I think just because the live actions got so much reception, I think that this would truly have to, for it to sink, I think it would have to be like another Witcher situation, to where one of the main cast gets switched out and everybody's just like, oh, come on.
That too.
Yeah.
And Sage just mentioned they ain't even cover all of East Blue. I forgot that they didn't get Logtown in there.
Yeah, it's like a few episodes like you said, chapters they didn't get to.
Would those be considered filler episodes, or they just skipped it?
No, it's just more of we're going into we're getting to the grand line type of episodes. They just didn't show that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotcha.
They skip some of the minor details and they just hit the main points that you need to know what happens in One Piece.
Hmm. Well, I
Like
guess. Do y'all think that they did that because their audience their audience is a bit different for the live action than it is for the anime?
Honestly,
I
I think they did. Well, me personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they did that maybe for budget constraints because how they get to how you get to the grand line, you have to like go up this fat ass mountain and like. I'm pretty
It's
sure
it's
that
just,
CGI for that is gonna have to be off the
it's a
chain.
lot
So
too. You got to think about like the average Netflix watcher. You know
that is
who's
what.
this gonna catch? We're gonna have to. We can't do this super long build up like anime watchers. We already know like how much build up One Piece can do.
But my
We
thing
can't
is
do
that
that in this one
but y'all
season
was
one.
watching this in like what 20-30 minute chunks.
Yeah,
But they had us sit down for 54 minutes.
they did. They did. But what we're
yeah.
telling you is they cut out a
work.
lot of stuff. They cut out a
E-
lot of stuff.
like even if you take in it from the manga perspective, like yeah, the anime has a lot of bad pacing, but that's 104 volumes of manga food. And then a lot of the designs are outrageous, a lot of the effects are going to be outrageous. You ain't even seen
Mm.
Logia fruit users, and we have no
Oh
idea
yeah,
how those are going to look in the live action.
this
Like
is the
if it
basics
cost
though.
a million per episode for season
18
one,
million.
by the time they get to Skypiea, which is a whole nother arc, you might need at least 3 to 4.
So
And
And
they
yeah,
get
that's
giants
real.
every.
and,
It
that,
gets
and that's
Like
crazy.
another reason why I don't think we're gonna make it that far because just like the world of One Piece gets crazier as the story goes
yeah.
along, and so like the set piece is just gonna have to get bigger and bigger, and the CGI is gonna have to be more expensive and stuff like that. So I just don't think we're gonna get that far. We're gonna get some seasons of this, of course, because it's one of the first successful live actions. We're gonna get a few seasons of this, but I don't think we're gonna like. They're not adapting the whole entire series. They're not doing that.
I don't
And
know. I
and
maybe feel
12
like
seasons, like in the anime, like even the time frames are short. Like the few months, it take a few months for Luffy to get from point A to point B before we go through like a 2 year time skip. And even the time after that was in what? Less than 3 months to get to where we at now, Antoine and Ace. Like
Something
I
like
think
that.
Wayno had a
Mm,
few like weekly time skips in it,
I,
like
listen,
per episode.
my time
Let's
frame on the time script right now. Don't listen. It's all been one big day, if you ask me.
yeah, like 12 seasons would take at least 12 years to do, and the actors aging out and everything else. Like that's
That part as
I,
well. Like,
I don't want them to go past Marine Ford. I feel like if they
I
can
can
get
see
to
that.
Marine Ford and end there,
yes, this
which
is a
could be
good
done in
stopping
like
point.
6, 7 seasons,
7 seasons. Stop it there.
that'll be fire. That'll be more than enough for you live action onlys. I think y'all would love up
Well,
to
I
Marine
well
Ford.
let me say this. I guess you guys. So you think 12 seasons would be too long because the actors might age out, but you think 6 or 7 would be like the perfect spot for them to stop? Because
Yes, it's,
I'm just thinking about like these MCU contracts, or like if we even think about some of these other movie contracts, like some of these people have been on, you know, here for like 10 years, 10 plus years, playing the same Captain America, the same Black Widow, same Doctor Strange. Like Doctor Strange been in the game since what,
yeah.
2017? Like
Mhm.
you don't think if the show, I could see this two ways. One, I could see this the same way the Harry Potter actors felt, like how they were grown with the series and they kind of felt like at a certain point of Harry Potter they were aging out, but they were still doing it because the money was coming in. But then I could really see it like some of the MCU actors really like the franchise. So they'll stick with it as long as, whoever's in charge is,
Well,
making the decisions to keep it moving in a good direction.
you know what?
But
That's a great point, and a plus what you just made right there. The fact that the actors themselves are fans of the franchise, like you said, they have that love for the franchise, so it's going to make them want to, like you said, act and still, do this for a long term. I didn't even think about it like that.
yeah.
yeah, but Sage also made a good point. In the MCU, time goes by in the universe with the movies. And One Piece, these time gaps are like in a couple of months. Like some of the most major arcs that took us anime watchers like 10 years to get through. Well, for the ones who's watching episodically, that was like 6 months in the
Yeah.
in the actual time of this.
Like
the
the
One
actual
Piece
time frame,
reality.
So
yeah.
basically, you said they just gonna start looking like them kids from Stranger Things, where they don't look like they need to be in middle school no more.
I mean, well, as we get to the time skip, I think them looking older will be fine. But
It
I will
actually
agree with
will.
Ryan. It just
There.
it really just depends, honestly.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm fine with them getting a Marine for it. They're doing
And
that
they did
arc
the
to be done.
and they did the Fishmen justice, but you're gonna have to Google like some of these character models and Oda's art decisions when it comes to designing characters. It's going to be a lot.
I get
It is.
Like
I'm talking about like the size difference between
Well, I guess
some
my
people.
thing
Like,
is let's bring it full circle.
okay.
Why? Why
Well,
why do we have a One Piece live action? If as you guys as One Piece anime fans cannot see the longevity of it. Like the
Yeah.
way that this series will go, the way that future characters that will be introduced, all of the things that happen in the anime. Why even make a live action if you cannot foresee it going past 6-7 seasons?
I mean,
If
6-7 seasons is
I
good.
call. I was just about to say I call 6 or 7 seasons a success.
That's
for a live action,
like
it
most
definitely is.
most movies. How many seasons? Game of Thrones 8. You said six solid seasons on a Netflix special across what a 7-year, 8-year time frame. That's
a success in my
successful
book.
project.
And then, like you
And
said,
it's
especially on Netflix, because they be canceling stuff left and right.
Mm-hmm.
And for
and
anime
in my opinion, it's
adaptation,
like
I
a
think,
love
yeah.
letter. It's like a real love letter to the fans. Like Oda was involved. This was something new. Probably sets the tone for potential future live actions. Like,
I mean, I feel it for like I feel it, but it's just let's bounce off your Game of Thrones example. If Game of Thrones had been animated all this time, and they said, "Yeah, we're gonna do a Game of Thrones live action," and we watched the first season, then it's like, "Damn, I don't even think they're gonna be able to do the dragons. I don't even know what the Night Walker's gonna look like. Like, what was the point of doing the live action to begin with?"
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
but here's the thing: you making sense.
You making
But
sense,
there's
but
so
at the
many
same
other
time,
designs that are way more outrageous than a dragon. I promise you, there's. So
I mean,
many
I
more.
understand, but the point that I'm trying to make is that
no, I'm with you.
if we gonna do a live piece one action, and you gonna look me in my face and say you want to go 12 seasons, but everybody and their mama looking like, well, I don't know how y'all gonna do this, and that would be crazy in live action. I don't even think they're gonna be able to do that, and then it's kind of like, okay, what are we doing?
I mean, but I guess you also got to think as well. Determines on how well are they gonna like adapt some of this stuff that happens in the anime to the live action as well. So that's also what I'm thinking about it as well. Because like I said, it's anime, so of course as we go along, we're gonna get more powers and stuff. Like how is that? How is that gonna go? Like, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just a lot of ifs, and really just because for me, it's really because it's a anime live action, and it hasn't been too many great anime live actions. This is one of the first ones where it's actually pretty decent. So it's just a lot of questions still up in the air.
I feel you.
And it's like you as a superhero fan, Foop, like some stuff just looks better animated. You know what I mean? It just like animation, you can like subside your like expectations for reality, and you're able to like be fully immerse yourself in that. There's a guy who got spring for legs who's going to get introduced in One Piece. They're like literally giants that are over.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Can we stop?
Because if we can split Buggy into 15 pieces, we can give a man springs for legs. I don't think that's that hard.
That wouldn't be hard.
I don't think that's that hard. Give me something else. Give me another example.
I think when it comes to like the size comparison of some of the villains that they're gonna have to go up against, like they're gonna have, I think creating a giant alone is not gonna be bad, but the action scenes that they had with some of those people, so I think some of the action scenes that they're gonna have with some of those, I mean, I'm top of my head, I can see them trying to make it happen. I don't know. It's the characters as we progress in One Piece, the characters like get taller, and that's kind of like Oda's design. Like the characters are like when you see like a regular human, he's not technically a giant. He's just tall as hell for whatever reason. And I don't know. It's just gonna be different seeing that in a live action. Can they do it? Yeah, I guess they could. They could adapt to it. How will they do it? I don't know.
So the basis of this conversation is that you guys don't know the creative decisions that could be made
There we
to
go.
bring some of the stuff
Yeah.
in One
There
Piece
we
to the
go.
live action.
Yeah.
If you told me to bet my money, I would be very reluctant to put my money on it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's exactly our sentiment, because we know what's coming and what they have to basically adapt is okay. Well, how are you going to adapt it? What are you going to cut out? What are you going to leave? Are you going to leave in the important stuff? And then, like you most importantly said, are you going to make it look good? Like, because the six are just going to keep getting crazier and crazier. So it's just like, well, can you keep up? Essentially, can you keep up?
Can you
the budget
keep up?
hold
I'm
up?
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What
we
question
got
we on?
comments. We got comments out the
The Dark
wazoo.
Sage been saying a lot of stuff, but reading through the comments, let's start at the bottom. Dark Sage said they got to blow a bag to adapt Chopper.
Yeah.
Going
And that's
back,
going to be a consistent bag.
And this is Nick. What that character he's talking about.
introduced.
This is coming next season. So it's just
Chopper,
like
Brooke. I'm talking about
Brooke, oh,
the main characters that are going to be a part of the Straw Hat crew. They're going to have to be CGI.
and Frankie do so much weird stuff. Like, let's be real.
Frankie,
well, I mean,
like,
well,
I think they're gonna I think
I
they're gonna tone Frankie down. I don't think they're gonna do CGI for Frankie.
I guess, is there anything different about Chopper? Because I mean, I've seen like what he looks like in the anime form, but then I'm thinking about how they did Rocket Raccoon in Guardians of the Galaxy. Y'all don't seeing that being.
We can. It's just are you just gonna do it? We just waiting to see it. Are you gonna make Chopper look good in live action? We're just waiting to see it.
You remember how Sonic looked before Twitter ate them out?
Exactly.
But
we just want to make sure it ain't nothing like that.
They don't do that. Like, hey, y'all give us an image. Like, test this out for us before y'all, create the whole season.
I don't know. By the way it went, and you guys saying that how well it was adapted, I don't see them messing up. Like, if you guys are saying that these are main characters, like these are core characters.
Yeah, well, once again, it's just the first season. That's all. That's just our sentiment. It's just the first season. Yes, they did good. We just don't know.
Like, but I'm just saying, like a success like this gets more money though. And Sage put in the comments, say Netflix don't got the MCU budget. Well, they got 18 million for an episode.
Yeah.
So that went well. So it's like, okay, let's invest some more money into the series. So now you have more money to do more things.
Yeah.
MCU's effects also looked a little sloppy in some movies, in some recent movies.
It did.
But let's I
ain't read all of MCU comics, but I'm sorry. Hulk is a lot easier than half of to animate than half of Oda's creations.
I feel you.
I just don't know. Yeah, like I'm not in Netflix studios. I ain't no video. I'm not a video.
I'm just saying that I think they have the potential. Just because of the success of the live action, I think they have the potential. Are they going to use it? This is what this whole conversation has been about.
Yes, right. I agree. They have the potential. It's just, are they going to fully keep bringing it out like they did with season 1? Because I agree. Like I said earlier, I think they did a fantastic job bringing the world to life with season 1. I have no complaints.
And if the budget can't keep up, stop it.
Thank you.
Okay. I would agree with that, Dan. I would agree with that.
That's all we're saying. It's just, we just don't know, and it's going to get real and wild, and we just want to know, can y'all keep up with the money wise and just CGI wise? Can y'all keep bringing the same level of production y'all did for the upcoming seasons? Because it's only going to get bigger. The sets and everything they're going to have to build is only going to get bigger. Because I mean, I don't know if y'all don't know this. Like, a lot of the boats they use, they built all of them from scratch. Like the boat props and stuff, the Bradier, all that, they built that from scratch.
And those are some really nice pieces.
They better do like Tyler Perry Studios and buy they pieces from other folks.
They gotta do hella outsourcing.
Don't Tyler Perry basically got a whole neighborhood for his studios? You see what I'm saying?
They said he be buying stuff from Disney.
But I'm with you though. If Netflix, if they can bring in the money and they got the money to support it, then hey, all means.
I feel y'all.
So I know we got to get on out of here. I got 2 more questions for y'all, and what we just talked about ties into this. Do we feel like One Piece broke the anime to live action curse? If so, do y'all want to see more animes given live actions, and which ones?
Mm,
Why y'all
I
think my
don't.
answer is no?
okay, let's like refresh my memory right quick.
Mhm.
Give me a couple live action animes that I can compare this to.
I don't know if you've seen them, but there's a Dragon Ball live action.
We talking about the movie? We talking about Evolution?
Yeah.
Evolution.
Okay, I'm familiar with
What's
that one.
There's
You got
a
Death Note, and which
Full
I was
Metal
joking with
Alchemist
saying
Death
why.
one.
Note?
There's a Death Note. I
Bleach
believe
got
there
a live
is.
action movie somewhere on Netflix.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
things that you've probably heard of. I don't know if you consider it anime.
There's
Probably
also
not.
some
But
type. There's a live action Naruto as well. I can't remember the name of it, but it's
ew.
Wasn't it
some
a
type
play
of
or
weird.
something?
I don't
If
know
I
what
remember
it was,
correctly.
but
we all seen the Avatar one too. That's not technically anime, I guess, but
but
The
yeah,
cartoon, animated cartoon to live action. That's actually a perfect example.
I would say it counts. I would say just because of you guys' opinion, I thought it was pretty good, and then I've been seeing a lot of people on the social saying that like this convinced them to start the anime. I think it did something.
yeah.
mm-hmm.
So me, my sentiment was I don't think it necessarily broke the curse, but I think they proved that it can be done.
I think
Yeah,
they kicked down the door. You
basically,
Yeah,
know,
that's what I
yeah.
was gonna say. They opened the door or something. They did.
but
Yeah.
I wanna touch back on something that y'all said just to play, devil's advocate.
Mhm.
This is just the first season.
Yeah.
Like we can't make it like if going off what y'all are saying and everything that's coming in the future and the fact that y'all don't know how they're gonna pull this off. I don't think we should give it Grand Messiah just
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
And
I'm with you on that.
that's my sentiment. I feel like this is the anomaly. I don't feel like this is a new trend. I don't feel like it broke the curse. Because like another thing that plays a part in this, they had the actual mangaka work with this.
Hmm.
Like there's a success pattern for bringing things from one medium to the next. Hogwarts Legacy, they had J.K. Rowling involved with that process.
No, they did not.
They did not.
Well,
They specifically said
They
she wasn't touching
specifically
it.
said that she
Yeah.
was not touching that game.
Yeah.
I got it confused with something else.
If
But
you
my
want to,
whole-
if we want to recently bring up Percy Jackson and the reception that's been getting just off the trailer, but knowing that the author of the series has been actively involved, then, or if you want to go House of the Dragon season 1, George R.R. Martin was actively involved with the
And what I was
production
saying
of
about
that
Hogwarts,
series.
and what I meant to say about Hogwarts Legacy, they were fans of the project they were making. Like all of the developers loved Harry Potter. Said they read the books from front to back, watched all the movies over and over again. I don't know how many animes they could show that much love to if they try to make live action. For the fact that so many popular ones are already given that opportunity, and they were mostly boo boo garbage trash.
Yeah. And then, like you said, a lot of the staff that was also fans of the franchise as well, even down to like some of the producers and stuff. It's crazy.
It's a lot. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
I would agree with Ryan. Like, not even coming from like the anime perspective, I think this is an anomaly. I don't think we should deem this the Grand Messiah. I definitely don't think this needs to start knocking down dominoes like every
no.
anime needs a live action. I think we need to chill
It's
Yeah.
like,
and
all
see
right, it's our
and see
time.
how far, and just going off you guys' opinion from our conversation earlier, just chill out and see how long they can actually take this.
Yeah.
And if they can pull it off, if they pull it off for 6 to 7 seasons, which you guys are deeming as success, then let's
Hell, I'll do
let's
3
let's
seasons
have.
of success.
But okay, they get 3 seasons in. Now let's start having a discussion of what other animes make sense to come to live action. But don't let this one season be the Grand Messiah and everybody in HBO Max and Disney and all of them want to do live action. Slow down. That's
Yeah.
not what this is.
Yeah. I agree.
Because here's the thing, I would be worried about which ones they would consider. Like, are y'all going to jump on the ones that are like the most popular now? Like, y'all
Talk
going
to
to try
them.
to throw
Yeah,
Attack on
Hey,
Titan,
that's the
Demon
part that I'm
Slayer into
scared
live
about.
That
action?
Because
part.
if
You
I
know what I'm
wake up in the
saying?
morning and say y'all doing a JJK live
Ooh,
action,
that's
I
exactly
am
what I was gonna
marching. I
I
am
don't
marching.
say.
We march at dawn
We
because
ride it
why?
down.
Look, they going to try to do Demon Slayer and won't know if they should put the
I
elements in
know.
screen
That's
or
what I was
not.
thinking too.
That's
They're gonna try to
enough.
They
do
going to be
Demon
like,
Slayer.
"Did we
Yeah,
show the
look,
flyer?"
because you know they're gonna try to make this serious for as long as they can.
I was thinking Demon Slayer too. What would be cool though? I know they wouldn't do it, but a Demon Slayer live action would hit if they just go horror. The whole series, if they just go horror,
It will hit.
I-
Yeah.
it would hit.
I
Yeah,
almost
Michael
feel
Jackson running around.
I almost feel like Attack on Titan could be a better option if they can figure out how they're going to green screen those
Attack on Titan live action. Are you hearing the words that are coming out of your mouth right now?
If they could figure out how to get the green screen with
That's
the
not gonna be so scary. I might throw up the first.
It is going to be. They're going to have to focus on the horror. The only thing I question is how they're going to be like spinning around, killing them Titans.
Yeah, like I get you. I'll get you with that. Like it's rooted in more of like a real life theme. I feel you on that, but at the same time as well, I don't know about that one,
bro. I could watch that. I might get scared, like legitimately.
That could be true horror. I think Demon
wouldn't
Slayer
be
live
bad.
action would hit if they just did straight horror.
Yeah.
The Dark Sage said, "Imagine seeing naked people running. They ain't got no genitals, so they ain't got no genitals. So is it that bad?"
I mean, they still naked. I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know that I can see them putting a little something to cover they area, and
they better because imagine
they running around like Squidward with a shirt, Winnie the Pooh with a shirt on.
I don't know.
It's a bunch of Winnie the Pooh.
I will say that will be at the top of interesting live actions there, but I don't know, man.
But just going back to Ryan's question, I think it definitely like kicked down a door, but I think before we bum rush it, I think we should let them walk inside the room first, walk around, put some furniture,
look around,
hang some pictures up, and then see what the interior looks like before we just start bum rushing and making live action animes.
Yeah.
That's all shuffling.
That's what I'm saying. They in and out, in and out.
First time I glitched. The first time.
We at the top now, Antoine. Is our show?
Not the guest, the number two. What?
This mob review has been brought to you by Double A, Ace and Antoine.
Double A battery.
I agree with that. Like, let's not do too much. I think this is a nice start. Let's test the waters. Let's dip our toe in the water a little bit, But I think
make sure it's warm enough.
Let's not do too much.
I would say let them have this. Being like a very good anime adaptation, let them have this for a while.
Yeah. I put you on that. Just let it cook for a little bit.
Yeah, let them have this for a while. Like, I get it. Like, this is the raging thing right now. We know how Hollywood is. We know how businesses are. And when I'm saying chill out, I am so serious. Chill out.
Yeah. And the funny thing is they're going to target shonens, which are probably going to be some of the tough battle shonens. In real life, if they target some slice of life franchises and some rom-coms, they could get some good adaptations.
They could
actually.
Like they could do those, but a battle shonen,
it's gonna get the people going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I pretty much said it.
You said what, Ralph?
I just don't want them to touch Naruto.
You know that's what they're going to want to do. You know that, right?
You already know.
You know
that's what they want to do.
Kishimoto said he got to come back and show off now.
Somebody gonna show. Look, we made a CGI Ninetales, and it's gonna be done.
All right, that's enough of that.
Arguably, Naruto's just more popular in the West. You know they want to do Naruto now.
You know they want to do it. And like I said, I believe they did something similar to like some type of live action Naruto. You'll have to look it up, but you know they looking at it, especially after they done seen this One Piece 6.
They done blew the dust off the project, baby. It's
a 10-year-old project. They say, "Oh, it's time to bust this baby out the vault."
It's in the oven. They're preheating the oven right now, Ralph.
They said the world is finally ready for this.
Look, oh man.
They Plan Z. They plankton ass Plan Z. What's that?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, I feel yeah. I mean, I share the same sentiment as all of you guys. Just I don't think it broke the curse. It can be done. I think they proved that, and it is still kind of an anomaly. So like let's let it cook for a while. Let's see what maybe 2 or 3 more seasons look like. Then let's start talking about what some other live actions make it.
Would y'all want that though?
Look like? No, not really.
Like if
more live actions, no. And if
Okay.
you just ask me personally, no.
Okay.
Honestly, you know what I would really love to see if they just really went 10 toes down? I want to see more of like that Naruto remake, how they giving it modern graphics and everything. They just remastered Rurouni Kenshin and a few more. I want to see that. If
That'll be
if
nice.
if if
They
y'all are
this
working with,
they that Naruto one, they don't even know when that's coming out yet.
Yeah, they
and
postponed that. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like if Netflix and all these streaming services are working with the folks out in Japan, like reanimate Yu Yu Hakusho, bring back some old stuff, finally give a good adaptation to Berserk. I don't do no live actions. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some.
Well, I see it the same way, and I think Sage said this earlier, is that, the purpose of why live actions exist. And let's just go back to we can talk about all of the failed anime adaptation, but let's just talk about the reason why Disney is doing all these live action adaptations.
Yeah.
Different audience, they want to continue selling this Disney brand. So what's a different way we can introduce people to Lion King? What's a different way we can introduce people in the Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid? So it's like, if we're looking, it depends. Like for us, yeah, let's remaster some of this animation. You got me, I'm sold. But then for some people, it might just have to be something like this, like you guys putting it in a live action media to respark or to bring in a new audience.
You know what? You might be right, just for the simple fact that like you said this earlier, but I've been just like you. I've been seeing a lot of people online that say the live action got them to actually start watching the show. So I mean, like you said, that it's doing its job. It's selling merch and getting people to watch the show and probably even pick up the manga and stuff. So I mean,
and I would say this: if it wasn't live action and it was remastered One Piece, do you think
they already did that?
Let's pretend.
Stuff,
let's pretend they didn't do it. Well, let's pretend. Let's take Ron's Yu Yu Hakusho example. If they showed up tomorrow, we all wake up and said they're remastering Yu Yu Hakusho with new animation, etc., etc. Do you think that a lot of people would tune in to the remastered animation like they did for this One Piece live action? And do you think it would convince them to go back and watch the OG?
A lot of new people.
Yeah.
Here's why I'll say yes. Do the mediums have different reasons? Yes. But another part in why Disney made those live actions is because it was a new trend. With superheroes becoming more live action and pushing out all these variants of live actions, that became a trend. But the new trend now is animation. There are so many animes that are carried by their animation. The story ain't hitting and all that other stuff, but we watching just because it looked good. Part of the reason a lot of people ain't watching some of these older animes, not including One Piece, is because it looks bad. I feel like Yu Yu Hakusho or something like that definitely would draw in new fans. Most definitely.
I don't know about new fans, but it definitely gonna draw in the old fans. But of course, it'll always bring in new fans. But I just don't know how much. I don't know.
If it looks as good as Demon Slayer,
but I'm just looking at like one of my reasons why I haven't started One Piece because it's 1,000 damn episodes. And like, what are you saying? Like, what are you saying to me?
Exactly.
But like, okay, One Piece live action is 8 episodes. I did sit down and watch
the 8 episodes. Yeah.
So I'll ask you this then, Foop. Do you think if we told you because they do got the movies that kind of like summarize East Blue and stuff. I don't feel like they was marketed well because I didn't even know about them and I binge watched One Piece.
So this goes into the next question a bit. Like, does this make you consider? Because I was going to bring up this point with the next question. Does this make you want to watch the anime? And I was going to bring up the movies. Like, a lot of people get scared when they see 1,000 episodes, and I'm like, well, they got movies that pretty much do recapping of all of the earlier seasons. So. Yeah. If you just really wanted to watch it, but you didn't want to sit down and watch 1,000 episodes, that's an option that they have out there. And the movies actually look good. Like, I know they don't hit every single point, obviously, because it's a movie, but they look good, like the animation.
Because the movies are all up to which art? Because I saw that there was an East Blue and a Skypiea movie.
I think it's like up to close to Marine 4 or something.
I saw Sabo had a movie or something like that.
So we talking like 400 episodes are probably cut down to like 3 to 4 movies, basically.
So everybody has an origin story movie, I want to say.
Do they? I haven't checked that out.
I don't know if all of them do. I can't remember exactly how they broke down the movies. I know in the beginning they do. I remember the last movie that I saw, though, was like the Sabo stuff, and I want to say that was like the around Doflamingo time.
Yeah, well, that was the OVA special. Well, what you referring to? You're referring to like the end of the arcs OVA special and stuff like that, because the movies are like their own separate stories and stuff. But I will say this: it is like, yes, 1,000 episodes long, but like if you do for whatever reason decide to pick it up one day, you just got to go at your own pace. Just take it slow. It's not necessarily like, don't watch it to rush it. If you're gonna watch it, watch it because you actually watch it. You're enjoying the show. And I will say, if you're not enjoying it, then don't pick it up, because it's not for everybody. I will say that.
I think, just to answer the question, is that when I was watching the live action, I don't think I was fully convinced to watch the anime just off the live action. But I think after having this discussion with you guys, I think I'm more willing to start the anime. But I was just seeing a lot of people, like when it was first going up, a lot of people was like, hey, this is convincing me to watch the anime. I think I might watch the anime. And then I sat down and watched it, and I was like, this was cool, but I don't know if, I want to pull up Crunchyroll right now and start One Piece.
We asking the wrong question, though. Y'all forget that Foop is a manga reader. The manga, you read Demon Slayer. You seen how fast you can go through a volume.
Well, you know what? You're right.
I think there's exactly 104 or 105 volumes of One Piece. Could you see yourself reading a manga with better pacing?
Here we go.
How long it take you to binge read Demon Slayer when you bought the box set, and how quickly are you reading through volumes of Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest now?
That is an option as well.
Y'all forgot that she a manga reader.
I had to pace myself with Fairy Tail. I was reading the books too fast, but I would say this. I think I would be more willing to read the manga just because I could flip, and and if you guys are saying it's better pacing, then I would be more convinced to read the manga. Sage is also telling me to read the manga.
And Ace, because you the anime guy, and Sage in the chat, y'all remind me, don't Viz got a new app, $5 a month subscription, and she will probably have access to all of One Piece on there?
Yeah.
Is it Viz or somebody else got a new app?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably find One Piece anywhere online. Any of the old chapters
online. We want to read it legitimately.
But I feel you,
I want to ask this question because I think the other reason why this may have been convincing a lot of people to watch the anime is because you had a lot of anime watchers being like, hey, if you like the live action, hey, here's this, this anime you should touch. Looking at it from the outside looking in, from somebody who just wanted to watch it just for S&Gs, do y'all think it would have convinced them to start the anime or read the manga?
Yeah.
I think so.
I feel like it's just a lot more intimidating when you see 1,000 episodes versus 8. Because when I sat down and watched One Piece, I watched episode 1, and I was like, got my attention. I watched episode 2. I'm here, and by the time I saw Nami scene in the anime, which was
I saw Nami scene, they had me.
They
had me.
I would say this: if you like watch East Blue and you're not feeling it after you finish East Blue, then just put it down.
I can say that because
But I would arguably say Alabasta is where you get exposed to like this is what One Piece will be.
Yeah, well, yeah, that is
the
what
funny
thing.
Would y'all
they
be
capture
mad
you before that though?
Would you be mad if somebody said, I don't want to watch the anime and I just want to wait for the live action? Do you think
yes
they
and
might,
no?
Do you think they might be missing out?
Yes.
Just because
they definitely would be missing out. I don't know. I mean, and they could get better as the seasons progress in the live action. But I think you definitely would be missing out on some of the smaller things. Are kind of. I think for me, I enjoyed the live action so much because now that I'm on episode like 1,000 or whatever, I remember how much I missed the OG One Piece. Like I really miss it. Like they really. That's the One Piece that really got me. I mean, the new episodes we're on now, they're good, of course, but that OG One Piece, they had me in my feels.
Yeah, I will also say this, and I said this last time we recorded, but the beginning parts of One Piece is some of the best stuff in anime that you'll ever watch, in my opinion. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. Like the pre-time skip One Piece is peak. Like it's some good stuff. You just have to be committed to actually just sitting down and watching it. But like I said, Jill, if you're watching it, trust me, you're gonna be glad it's 1,000 episodes, because at the episode you're gonna be like, I'm ready for the next one. Goddamn.
And when they saying this, they're not saying it gets worse. It's just some of the themes are a little bit more different. Like the show evolved over time. You know what I'm saying? Like the franchise just evolved. But that
so
earlier, like that earlier piece of One Piece, all pre-time skip, it had a different.
It just had a different feel. Let me put it like this. One Piece, the anime, and even in the manga, like this started in the 90s. You know what I mean? Like it just had a different feel.
Yeah.
So it's been going on for this series. This franchise has been going on for 20 plus years. So of course, as you know, throughout the series, it's going to change and evolve.
Like when I was binging it, I could tell like this was definitely releasing around the same time as Naruto and Bleach and Hunter x Hunter. And then once it started to modernize, I was like, this part was definitely around the time Black Clover and all these other franchises came out, because the storytelling, the fighting evolved. Like a lot of stuff just evolved over time.
Yeah.
So it's really an experience, which is why I would say try to read the manga, try to watch the anime, try to find some way to slide up in there, because it is a real experience that you miss out on.
I started with the dub because didn't nobody really tell me to watch One Piece. So I think it was just one random day. I was like, well, I've heard about the Toonami days. So I was like, let me put this dub on the TV and just let it play in the background. And before I knew it, it was. Yeah, I'm watching this.
You were stuck. You were sad.
That's all I'm saying. Like, it's 1,000 episodes, and then people, it does have its pacing issues in here and there. But like me personally, I think those pacing issues are non-existent when you can binge the show. Like when you can binge One Piece,
that's true too.
It's time.
That's a good point.
Like now it's 1,000 episodes people can binge. Like if I would start One Piece right now, I'll be having the time of my fucking life.
Yeah, I think it's worse on us because we have to watch week by week, and so with that pacing, you can really see that slow pacing now.
Yeah.
But when I was binge watching it,
felt like nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you when you just sit there and binge it, just like you're gonna fly through those episodes like it's nothing, because you're just gonna be so bored. If you get into it, at least you're just gonna be flying through those episodes.
Okay. Okay.
She said, "Y'all pressuring me."
I feel the peer pressure.
But I ain't gonna peer pressure you. I'm just gonna speak.
I'm gonna have the best time of my fucking life. And if I start, I
would be. Let me make that clear. I said I would be having the best time of my life.
If I start this and it doesn't feel like Party City in my room, I will be calling you up.
Look, the next time we link up, Food, here's what I'll do. If you ain't started the anime or the manga, I'll bring like 3 volumes of the manga. I'll let you read them. See how you feel about it.
Okay. Say One Piece.
Reverse psychology.
Reverse psychology.
Trash series.
He said, "Don't worry about it. We know how to get them."
There we go.
Oh goodness.
We know how to get them,
man.
Ralph ain't answer though. You watching One Piece, Ralph?
Or reading, because he's a manga reader too.
No.
Oh, he said no.
Yeah,
he did.
Said no earlier.
No to reading it as well. No to reading it as well, Ralph.
I haven't even completed buying JJK. So yeah.
What about reading it through the app? $5 a month.
Not $5 a month.
Let me make this real clear.
Oh my!
I'm not about to sit here and pay no $5 when I can just go out on the internet and go and watch it or read it for free.
To all the viewers out there, we do not condone piracy.
We do not support piracy.
This one does.
But you do you.
In jail.
He said king of the pirates.
You know what?
I mean, I did it to Naruto. I went and watched it from a third party. So,
Kiss Anime used to go hard back in the day. Manga Panda too.
Illegal sites.
Yeah. Kiss Anime is where I watched Naruto. So,
the best site. I don't know if it's up because I watch everything legally. I heard a rumor that there was a site called Anime Ram back in the day.
And I heard a rumor.
Xbox and PlayStation.
I heard a rumor.
I heard from this guy. From
this guy who knows this guy.
Who knows this guy. Who knows this other guy. Who knows this guy's cousin.
Who told me about this website?
Look, Anime Ram, I heard it worked on the internet app on the Xbox. I heard the rumors. I watched through Hulu and Crunchyroll though, you know.
Mhm.
Okay.
But I don't know if Food wanted me to do this. We hit that 2-hour mark, you guys. We made it through the questions. If all hearts and minds are content, I think we can close this episode out.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
content.
All right.
I appreciate that. Food, go on and lead us out.
He just wanted to end the conversation. I hate him.
I gotta use the restroom.
I do too.
That's
I
why
ain't
you
gonna lie
bounce
to
around
y'all.
in that seat like that.
I
All right.
go.
He said the 2 hours is up.
Well, let's get into it. One, I want to thank all of you guys for joining us. Whether you were watching, listening, as well as you guys who are on the screen right now, Ace, Antoine, Ralph, Ryan, for joining me for another episode of the Blerd Mob Pod and discussing the One Piece live action. Special shout out to Ace. Make sure you guys follow Gurren Otaku Podcast on the socials. Why it's scrolling here on the bottom. Alex, you want to let the people know where they can find you at?
Yeah, so you can find us on YouTube at Gurren Otaku Council, as well as you can find us on Twitter/X at Gurren Otakus and all your other favorite social media platforms at Gurren Otaku Council.
All right, you guys got in.
Mean?
It just means we're here. That's all.
Gurren Otakus equal. We're here.
We're here.
Yes,
Do you want to let the people watching? Do you guys have any episodes coming up? Anything we should be on the lookout for?
Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about the most recent JJK episode. There's been a lot of spoilers going on, so I don't want to. But I guess I'll say it anyway. So our boy got sealed, so that's the most recent episode we're gonna be talking about here, as well as we also talk about the latest major anime news. So if you guys want to keep up with the latest anime news, then check us out as well.
All right, and as always, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. And if you enjoyed us so much, hit those bell notifications so you can get updates from the mob. If you're watching us on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. And if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you like this video, like the page, and share this video for any of the other One Piece fans out there who missed it. Let us know how you felt about this episode on X. Use our hashtag #JoinTheMobNerds, and make sure you support the mob. We have 3 ways to support us. We have our Ko-fi link, and we have our affiliate links to Right Stuff Anime until October 10th and Entertainment Earth.
Get your stuff while you can.
Spend your money now. Spend
it now.
We don't know
Get
how
them
Sony
Christmas
gonna handle
lists,
that
them Christmas gifts
acquisition.
together.
Get them together.
We Christmas shopping already.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we don't know what Crunchyroll about to do. So get them now. Get them now. Get them
Here's
now.
what you do: you use Afterpay or Klarna, and you get you a big old Christmas basket, and you pay it off over time. It'll be done by
There you
December.
go. Look at it.
All right. So I took half the weight, Ralph, since you said you didn't want to say all that stuff earlier.
Jesus Christ.
So you can just say the socials and lead us out, brother. You got it.
All right. Make sure you guys follow us on our socials, Facebook and TikTok at the Blerd Mob Podcast. Make sure you guys catch us on Instagram, Threads, and Twitch at the Blerd Mob Pod. Make sure you guys catch us on X at the Blerd Mob. And with that being said, we out. Peace.
Hands up. If you love him where you at, stand 10 toes down. Shawty ain't no looking at. You can let them hate.